Did you know that lung cancer accounts for 1 in 5 cancer deaths? However, a recent 20-year study confirmed that annual low-dose CT scanning can reduce lung cancer deaths by 95%. That's right, 95%. Virtual Imaging of Atlanta specializes in low-dose CT scanning for cancers and heart disease screening. Visit virtualimagingatl.com for a special holiday offer now through January. Give yourself or a loved one the gift of life this holiday season. Did you know that lung cancer accounts for 1 in 5 cancer deaths? What if you could catch lung cancer earlier? A newly released study shows that a lung cancer screening boasts survival rates up to 95%. Scan your body for lung cancer with the most advanced technology at Virtual Imaging. Book a Saturday appointment now through January at Virtual Imaging's new Johns Creek location for a limited time offer, making lung scans more affordable than ever. Be in the know about your health early. Call 404-474-1654.
Welcome to the Foul Pole to Foul Pole podcast, brought to you by Black Diamond Softball and Fitness, presented by the Till Valhalla Project, where heroes live on forever.
This episode of Foul Pole to Foul Pole is brought to you by Best Breathing LLC. Jared and his team at Best Breathing have been helping families and homeowners since 1999. They specialize in mold control, mold inspections, crawl space encapsulation, air testing and sampling, sump pumps, foundation drains, water removal, air duct cleaning, and a whole slew of other services. All their technicians and inspectors are certified through the SEMI Mold Institute, and all their work is backed by warranties with a first-class workmanship that is also guaranteed. With close to 25 years of experience, let Best Breathing protect you and your home. When it comes to your family and your home investment, you owe it to yourself to choose the best. Call Best Breathing today, 843-331-0678. That's 843-331-0678. Ask for Jared. Tell him Tyler sent you. Hey, welcome back into the Foul Pole to Foul Pole Daily. Hey, today I want to get into coaching, and better yet, overcoaching. A lot of times, us as coaches, we think the more we say or the more we do, the better. And it's actually the contrary. We need to allow our athletes to live and learn. We need to let our athletes fail on the go so that they can learn for themselves. I mean, we know that everyone learns at a different speed. They pick up things differently than others. So we have a whole bunch of individuals that are coming together to play as a team. A lot of times what I see is coaches, it's almost like they have a chessboard out there. They want to tell every player what to do every single play. And as much as we think we're doing it right and we're trying to help them, we're actually holding them back. We're taking away their instincts. We're taking away what makes our athletes great. And when you're out there in the middle of a game and you're having to go over, the bare minimum, like basic type plays with your athletes, that's something that you should be covering at practice. So if you're playing too much and you're not able to practice and you're using these tournaments and stuff that you're going to as a practice game or practicing while you're playing the game, it's a little bit difficult for these athletes to process this information. So take the time for your teaching at practice or having like a weekly team meeting. Like if you have a defensive strategy that you're trying to implement, don't do it at a tournament and expect, good results from it. Put it into motion like at a team meeting. And then at practice, say, hey, last week we talked about this in our team meeting. Let's go ahead and do a walkthrough a couple of times with this, and then run it about half speed, and then try to run it at full speed. And then so that way in a game, the instincts are there for those athletes, and they know what to expect. And you just call the play. And it's as simple as, a runner on first and a ball hit to second, turning a double play. We shouldn't have to let that second baseman know, hey, we're going to shortstop on this one at second to, try to turn a double play. They should know, hey, we're rolling it up the middle. And then that's it. Their instincts take over. So if a ball is hit to me, I play it this way. If a ball is hit to the other side of the field, I got to make sure I get to the bag. And that's how these girls become better ball players. We overcoach. We coach way too much. Think about it as if you're on offense and you're coaching third base or coaching first base or you're in the dugout or whatever, And after every single pitch, you're telling that batter to do something or to think about something, or you're reminding her of something. That athlete's not out there playing. She's out there trying to process what you're telling her and then do whatever it is that you're saying. So she can't even play. She's out there processing. I see it every week. It doesn't matter if it's 8U all the way up to high school level. Now, I get it down on the 8U and the 10U level. We do a little bit more verbal coaching, kind of sending out little cues and reminders and stuff like that. But once you get through 12U and you're up into 14U, you shouldn't be telling the girls what to do every single play. We're slowing the game down for them. We're taking their instincts away, and we're telling them what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. So we're moving pieces around like it's a chessboard or we're playing checkers or something. And if you go back to when you played the game, I guarantee you, if you're like me, you just wanted to be able to play free. You knew what the play was. You knew what the situation was, and you went out there and made the play. You didn't have to be reminded of, hey, there's nobody out here. Bases are loaded. We're trying to cut the runner off at 4. That's where the play is. It's just you call the play, or you say, hey, we're getting the runner at 4. You don't have to tell that athlete or this athlete to move forward. They should already know. And if they don't, you need to be putting that stuff in at practice. And I get, the heat of the moment. We're trying to win a big game, or we're in a situation where, we need to talk a little bit more. But just sit back and allow your athletes to play the game. And then after the fact, if you didn't like something, correct it after the game, or, in between innings, have a conversation with her. Like, hey, do you remember last week at practice, we went over this. This was the play. Get some response out of her. Communicate with her to where you can listen to her reasoning behind things. And don't just tell them they're wrong, or they should have done this, or they should have done that. Make sure they understand why. Because if they understand why, it's easier for them to understand where you're going with this. And if they don't understand that reasoning why, that's when you as a coach can really be a coach and explain the situation. Because if we can explain using our situations, then it's going to make more sense to them. But this generation of athlete, if we just tell them we're doing it this way because I said so, the first thing they're going to do is tune you out. Okay, so make sure they're understanding what you're getting at and why you're doing something. And it's unfortunate that that's the way it has to be, but that's just the day and age that we live in. We have to explain why. So getting back to that overcoaching topic that we started with this thing with, take a step back. Take some pressure off of yourself. You're not out there going through the motions. You're not out there, playing the game. You're coaching the game. So as a coach, you need to sit back and watch your product perform. And it's, you've been building this product at the practice field within your team meetings and previous tournaments and previous games. And today is showtime. We're at the big race. We're at the big reveal. And it's not all of it's going to go to plan. There's going to be these little things that you're going to continue to have to work on. So just accept that fact. It may not be the play that you hope that you have to work on. You hope that you're past certain things, but you may not be there yet. Or you could have a new ball player, or you could have had an injury and had to move somebody into something. And, things change. So just take a step back and, assess whether do you think that you overcoach at times. And if you do, try to make an adjustment. And sometimes you'll see where, hey, I need to coach this situation a little bit more than I need to coach that situation. And eventually you're going to just be sending out little cues and reminders, and that's it. You don't have to tell, Susie Q, hey, we're hitting our cutoff here. But if she continues to just try to crank the ball home from the fence, not hitting a cutoff, then you may have to remind her in game. And every situation is going to be different when it comes to that. So just, take a self-assessment and see where you're at as a coach. And do you overcoach at times, or should you coach a little bit more? And I bet you'll find yourself that there are times where you do overcoach, and you can take the pressure off by just sitting back, watching them, and then correcting it after it's all said and done. All right. So that's going to do it for this episode. Please, if you would, if you like this stuff, man, share it with a friend. And when you do, you tell them you love them.
With Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to... Has anyone seen the bride and groom?
Sorry, we're here. We were getting lucky in the limo and we lost track of time.
No, Lucky Land Casino, with cash prizes that add up quicker than a guest registry.
In that case, I pronounce you lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Daily bonuses are waiting. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.